This video will feature my first original character, Mizuki, so it may sound a bit rough around the edges. However, we all started somewhere, and I started with Mizuki. She's a fantasy species I made up that is half human and half beast. They can transform between the two forms at will. Due to the monstrous forms that they turn into, they're treated as less than human and often hunted when their beastly forms are revealed. Her story was something I wrote while I was very young, and while rough, she's still very near and dear to my heart. One day I'll probably rewrite her story, but the original is available on my DeviantArt if you're interested to know more. So if you have any questions, please comment below, or check out the links below. With that out of the way, onto the story. Mizuki's life had always been filled with suffering. Aside from the short, blissful childhood where innocence reigned and the darkness of reality remained hidden, it was over too soon, and now her life seemed to be a constant downward spiral. I felt like she was in a tragic novel some days. What little she had was often taken away from her home, her family, her autonomy, even her ability to die. It was a sick joke, and Mizuki was still waiting for the punchline. Years of this torturous cycle had led her to be alone in a strange world, far from home and cursed to be a twisted half-human, half-beast. Creatures twisted into an amalgamation of animals, demons in the eyes of mortals, hated by all, and loved by none. Though it had to be a cosmic conspiracy against her, it was hard to be positive, but it was so very easy to be angry. It's what made her perfect to assist in the rebellion, try and do some good in this cesspit. It was strange, she was so new to this place, yet was quickly thrown into its issues. And all that war between the half-beasts and the humans. The half-beasts just wanted to live in peace, but the humans wanted their annihilation. Mizuki, of course, didn't want any involvement, but given her terrible luck, it was something she couldn't avoid, and she ended up fighting for those who had no one to fight for them. It did make her feel wanted, at least, especially after losing everything she had. That would change. It had only been a few months when she encountered the absolutely unexpected. She hadn't thought war would lead her to family, albeit family she never met nor heard of. Family that knew her far too well for someone who came from so far away. His name was Ren, and the resemblance was clearly there. They had the same hair color, the same eyes, the same skin tone. It was hard to deny their relationship, and she couldn't fight it in herself to see the red flags. After losing everything, she was desperate to have family again, to have anyone. Ren was welcoming at first. He was so glad to have his dear sister back in his life again, seemingly just as desperate for a family member in his life as she was. He held a grand feast, gave her a lovely room in his wondrous palace. He pampered her, treated her like a princess. She felt loved, she felt wanted, she felt normal. So of course it had to end. Nothing ever went her way. Why would it ever go her way? She had trusted him, and now she stood with his knife at her neck, cuffs pressed against her skin, burning into her flesh thanks to the runes enchanting the metal. It'd be sure to leave marks, though given her extensive scar collection, it wouldn't be anything new. One of her new scars was a ritualistic pentagram, carved into her stomach, still burning from the enchanted metal used to do the deed, and matching the platform she was chained to. He was crooning in her ear, sweet whispers that dripped with venom. "I'm so happy I found you, sister. The blood of an immortal? It's perfect for the ritual. Why are you crying? Don't you want to share your immortality with your dear old brother?" She felt like she was nothing but a toy, some puppet being used to play out a sadistic god's fantasy, existing to be used and abused for entertainment, existing just to be a sacrifice. That's it for today's video. Stay safe, stay kind, and stay creative. I'd like to thank everyone for watching today's video. I try to post every Tuesday and Friday at 2 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time, or 9 AM Central Standard Time. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Please comment if you have something to say, and if you want to see more speed paints and animations, please subscribe. A very special thank you to my patrons Dean G, Debbie G, Thomas H, and Greg W. If you want to support my art and see things first, become a patron, the link below. And please make your day a wonderful one. Goodbye!